Hi everybody, it's Susan and I have a new mini book to share with you today. And what this is, you guys, this is the K & Company McKenna paper. I love this paper. It's really pretty. It's really soft, nice pinks, greens, and browns. This is the paper I chose. You're looking at the cover, obviously. And over here on the side I have some bindings. And let me get in here a little for you. This is a little charm that I made with some beading. And these little flowers, there's one on this side and there's one over here. I think you can see the pink one a little better. Those Jill cast with a mold and sent me, and I really like them. And to turn them into a charm, all I did was get a Tim Holtz fragment charm, like this one. And I just glued one to each side with my glossy accents and fastened it on here. I've got some ribbons on here, some that I've stamped on, some that I haven't. I stamped on this one. And I also have a couple of my little Prima rosebuds that I got quite a while ago now, actually. Got those at Memory Bound, of course. And I have one of my Shrinky Dink charms. And this one, I'm trying to hold it. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if you can see it better that way. No, it's too shiny. This one I embossed with the Tim Holtz texture fade with all the postage on it. I don't remember what it's called. And then I inked it and then I shrunk it. So that's what's there on the front. I have a Tim Holtz book plate with one of his little tickets in there. It says Live. A couple of Recollections flowers here. Some Prima Bling. A couple more of the Tim Holtz tickets. And this little bird cage here Jill sent me. It's a little charm. This flower is one that I made. And I simply attached it to the doily. It's got some feathers behind it. Really simple to do, guys. Nothing hard about this at all. I just sprayed my flowers with a little homemade Perfect Pearl mist in the color Perfect Pearl. And that's that. That's all there is to it. Really, really easy. And this album opens similar to several others that I've done. You guys have seen me do the albums with the flaps before. This was the first one I did, of course, was my steampunk. It opens here, and this is actually grunge paper. I've done other ones with chipboard like this. So this one I did kind of the same way. It's got the flap in the front. And if you are a recent subscriber or just recently have started watching my videos, you'll find the instructions for these on former videos, because I've been doing this style for a while now. It unhooks here. And I like this because if you look here, look at the magnet. I used a taller magnet in there. I hope you can see that okay. I think you can see it. And the reason I did that was because when I closed the flap, I wanted this to sit up off a little bit. I didn't want it flat because I wanted to tuck these flowers underneath the closure so they were coming out from under it. So that's why that's that way. I used a little metal heart here, and that of course sticks then to the magnet and keeps it closed. On the inside I just have a little book plate that says Journey, and this around it is some gold Itty, and I'll show you that. There's several pieces in here that are edged the same way. I'll show you those. And you guys, this little tiny mini, the cover measures 4.5 by 4.5. The pages are 4 inches by 4 inches. And in this tiny little mini, I can fit 31 pictures, or 31 pictures / journaling spots. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm just going to keep the camera zoomed, and we'll go page by page for you. The page design, let me look here. The actual page design is a variation of one that I saw a gal here on YouTube do. I keep looking back, I'm sorry. Her YouTube name is Lake Avenue Designs, and that's where I got the basis for the pages. She used 12 by 12 paper. I modified the measurements just a little so that I could use 8.5 by 11 because I wanted a smaller mini. So I'm going to zoom in here. Okay, there you've got a good look. This is a metal heart, and these I got these at my local Ben Franklin's, and when you buy them, they're all rusty. I just simply sanded it a little bit to take off some of that rust, and then I edged it with the gold Itty. A couple more of the Recollections flowers, some more Prima bling. This is a dress form that I shrunk down with my Ranger shrink plastic. And this little piece here is a piece that I got in a package of K & Company trim, and they're actually plastic trims. So I ran it through a texture fade and then embossed it. And that's that page. And I kept this mini a little simpler than some of my other ones because I want to actually put pictures in this one. So you'll see a lot of open space, and that's the reason for it. So I'll show you how these pages work, and I'm not going to take out every tag because they're all basically the same tags, but there is a tag here on the side, there is a tag here at the top, and then you flip the page over, and on this page I simply did some stamping. This is one of the Hobby Lobby, no, excuse me, this is the Meyer Road rosette from the trim. Just a little piece of trim here. There is a tag here, and then this flaps open. So I have two spots here that I can either journal or put more photos in. And all of the pages, and I know it's unusual for me, you guys aren't used to seeing this for me, but all of my pages are built the same way. They all have a tag with a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, and a flap. There's 5 pages in here. I started out with 6. Page number 6 wouldn't fit. By the time I started decorating, my mini got fat, and you guys know how that goes. But here's your basic page so you can see it. So tag, tag, turn the page, tag, and flip. So like I said, Lake Avenue Designs is where I got that from. I just adjusted the measurements a little to a smaller paper size. Okay, let's get back in here, and I'm not going to zoom in and out now. I'm going to zoom in and stay in so I can show you the book. Okay, this is a Prima flower. Believe it or not, I do have Prima flowers other than my rosebuds. And this is another of the metal hearts. And to do this, I've been playing around a lot with my Itty, as you guys have probably, I'm sure, noticed. And what I realized quickly was when the metal gets hot, you can sprinkle the Itty on it and it melts because the metal is very hot. So that's how I got this kind of mottled effect. And then I simply, the sparkles are diamond dust that I sprinkled right into the Itty while it was hot. One caution on this, guys. You can get these metal pieces at Joann's, Hobby Lobby's, Michael's. They all carry them. But I will caution you, if you do this with the metal pieces, do not work on a paper surface. You will run the risk of catching your paper on fire. And do not touch it for any reason until it's cooled significantly. These get hot. And please work on your craft mats. Okay? They get hot, hot, hot. That's why it works. But it can also be very dangerous. And then I also put the gold Itty around the edge of this page. And I just really liked the effect. I just thought it was cute. So I inked it. You can see there's some ink back there. And then I Itty'd it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, the inks for this project that I used were the brushed corduroy, the peeled paint, the crushed olive, and the Adirondack color lettuce. And there's a little brown archival ink and a little black archival ink mixed in, but as far as the inking goes, that's what I used. This is a 7 Gypsies piece that came out of a pack of die cuts. There is a tag here. Turn it over, and this page is real simple. Got that a little too close, I think. There we go. This page is real simply done. I wanted to leave room here. This is a little Recollections flower that I altered. This brown trim in the back is from Hobby Lobby on the roll. The gathered piece is simply a piece of seam binding that I ran a piece of string through and gathered it up, glued it down with my hot glue gun. And the flowers are the the bling is the Recollections bling that comes on a roll, and they come like side by side, and I just simply cut them apart. And I also put this on with a hot glue gun because the sticky back on this I was afraid would come loose because this is kind of bulky. So that's that. On the inside, just simply photo mats, just like the last one. On this one, I have a couple of the die cuts from the new Tim Holtz Movers and Shapers dies. Jill actually sent me these die cuts. There's the little branch in the back. Let's see if I can get in here a little better for this one. This is kind of cool. Make sure that's focused. Okay. And the butterfly wings on the I stamped on the inside, and that's a stamp that I got, I believe, at Michael's. No, I got that at Joann's. Sorry. So I took the cuts and I stamped the butterflies first with the coffee archival ink, and the little branch I simply painted white with plain white craft paint, nothing fancy. And then on the outsides of the wings, not where it's stamped, but where it's not stamped, and on the branch I painted on the Anita's Crackle parts 1 and 2, and it's this set. It's not the typical Crackle. And I used this one because one, it's a small project, but what you do with that is you take step 1 and you apply a coat and let it dry, apply a second coat and let it dry, and then put step 2 over it, and step 2 actually crackles. So then I just inked over the cracks with some worn lipstick, distress ink, and that's it. Here again, same thing. You've got a tag here, you've got a tag up here. There we go. Flip it over, there's a tag up here, and this page is just simply a little seam binding and a couple of butterfly stamps. That's the whole thing. Open it up, and I just ran a piece of seam binding across the middle, and you've got a photo mount there and a photo mount there, and that's it. This page I also kept pretty simple. This is from the same stamp collection, and this says Moments. There's a butterfly there, a piece of seam binding here that's tied, and again, same setup. There's a tag there, there's a tag there. Flip it over. And again, this is one of the new Tim Holtz die cuts that Jill sent me. I don't have these dies yet, you guys. I'm saving. And then these are the I Am Roses two-tone brown rosebuds. A little Tim Holtz coin that says Journey. And this little thing here, I just bought this trim at Memory Bound. Let me see if I can get you. I want to get you a good look at that trim. Can you see it there? I hope you can see that. The trim is it's made with ribbon, and it's the curled up flower concept, but it is the ribbon itself is black, and then they wove in the metallic brown into it, so it's really kind of pretty. I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but we'll see. And then again, there's a tag up here, and this opens, and just simply 2 photo mats. There's a little brown seam binding down this side. On this side, you guys saw my tutorial with the Itty and the skeleton leaves. I have tucked those in behind my flower. These are some I Am Roses flower pieces. They started out white, and I just simply colored them up. Really easy to do. I used some Distress Stain and some ink. You know, you smear the ink pad on your craft mat and add a little water and paint it on. That's all there is to it. This, of course, is one of the rosettes from the Prima trim, commonly known as frog feathers. There's a little Tim Holtz die cut back here. I've edged this page in Itty, in the gold Itty. And same thing, tag, tag. I think you got the idea on that one. And this page is just some pink seam binding that I colored up with some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist. I'm not sure which one presently. And then some gold Itty here on the edges. And again, same setup. It opens up. There's 2 photo mats on the inside, and that's the back cover. And that is the whole thing. There's the back, just real simply done. Again, this is the K & Company McKenna paper. This is one that I bought when I was doing all the shopping and not much creating, so I need to get these used up. So that's my project, guys. I did start out making some in-progress videos of this. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but my camera messed up and I couldn't open any of the files, so I lost about 2 hours worth of filming that I was going to include in this to show you how I made some of these things. But it's lost, it's gone, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to be moving on to my next project, which is going to be my canvas project for Memory Bound. And I'm going to start that yet tonight. I've been in the mood to create, so that's what I'm going to do. So that's it for this video, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't already, please hit the button. Everybody have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys real soon. Bye.